One of the most popular places that law enforcement makes drug cases in Coweta County is on Interstate 85 and traffic stops in general. These traffic stops oftentimes look the exact same, right? I can almost predict how they're going to go. It's usually one of two ways. There's a traffic stop, sometimes for a BS reason, sometimes it's legitimate, and then the case will take two paths, right? The officer will approach the car, and in situation one, he says he smells marijuana, right? Now look, these Coweta cops, I've seen them say they smell marijuana to search a car. They find no marijuana, but they find something else. They'll be like, well, the smell lingers, blah, 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 whatever. It's very hard to disprove that they smelled it or not, okay? But anybody with a mind can infer what's going on there. But once they smell that, in their opinion, they have probable cause to search and don't need any other reason. The second option, kind of what we're talking about here today, is law enforcement approaches, they just think something's funny, or they're bored and they want to fuck with you, right? And what they will do is, they'll ask for your permission to search your car. Hey man, you mind if I search your car? And a trick they'll use is they'll say, do you mind if I search your car, make sure there's no drugs, alcohol, weapons, or dead bodies? And they'll use that dead bodies to kind of shock people, right? Well, officer, if you think there's dead bodies in the car, please search. I don't have dead bodies. I want you to search. I've seen this done over and over again by law enforcement. It is a trick that they do to get people to waive their rights and give consent. No one has to fall for that. You do not have to give anyone consent to search your vehicle, particularly law enforcement. So if they ask to search your car, in Georgia, we are well within our rights to say, you know what, officer, I'd rather you not. If you have a warrant, by all means. But unless you have that warrant, I'd like to go about my day and go on home to my family or my dinner or go on to work or any of those things. So officers are tricky. Officers are trained on how to lie effectively to the people of Georgia to get them to confess to things, to get them to waive their rights. Happens all the time. In interview rooms, they'll say, well, your buddy over here has already confessed that you and him committed this murder, right? They can lie. They can say that to try to get that guy to confess to something. It's not right, but they do it anyway because they don't care. But just like on the side of the road, you got any drugs, any weapons, any guns, any dead bodies? No, I don't. Well, do you mind if I search? They're just trying to trick you. You don't have to give up your rights. You can insist on a warrant. You never have to consent to a search of your car.